Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today I'm going to show you how to create the workflows and automations for a Tripwire funnel inside of High Level. Now, yesterday I showed you how to actually create the funnel and make sure that each step is working appropriately. Now, today I want to show you the back end of that. Now, this is probably the most important part of your entire funnel is the follow up because that's where most of your sales are going to come from. Okay, so just to recap here, we have our Tripwire funnel, which is basically we're giving something free, we're offering an upsell, a downsell, and then of course we have our thank you page. Okay, now in this example, we're using Messenger, which is one of the software that we have the ability to resell in our program. So, what we're doing here is we're giving a free plan which is the lead magnet. Okay, so in our program, you have unlimited free licenses that you can give for Messenger. So we're using one of the free plans to as the lead magnet. They're going to opt in. They're going to go to the upsell page where they're going to see the annual plan of Messenger. They have the ability to purchase that, or they can say no thank you. And if they purchase it, they're going to go to the thank you page. If they do not purchase it and say no thank you, they're going to go to the downsell page where we're going to offer them the monthly plan of Messenger. Now they can say no thank you to this offer as well and go to the thank you page where we're going to instruct them how to get their free account, right? And then if they did purchase it, they're still going to go to the thank you page, but of course they're going to have the premium account. Okay. So what I want to do is now show you the actual automations. All right. So we need to have at least 3 automations. Now, the first one here they're submitting the form. Okay, so keep your customer journey in mind because here in this blueprint they're submitting the form, and you'll see down here that this leads to the emails. So what we had some really good questions yesterday in our open office hours after the training, which are free to everyone if you did want to join bridgetbartlett.com. But we had some good questions, and the question was, okay, well, where do you put the emails? What if they purchase the annual plan? What if they purchase the monthly plan? Do you need different workflows for all of those? Do you need to do some kind of action in this workflow to stop if they purchase? And the answer is yes, you can do all of those things that I just told you to do inside of High Level. However, the most simple way to do this is just to build out the email campaigns in the original opt in form. Okay. The very first step where we're actually collecting their information. Okay. Now, what we're going to do inside of these email campaigns that's going to be triggered from the opt in form, we're going to send those emails. Now, at any point, what we want them to do is purchase either the upsell or the downsell, right? And you could choose which one. You may even want to do like a split test and see, which one converts better. But either way, you need to have one of the offers, right? But what if they get to email 3 and then they purchase? The way that you want to do that is keep in mind again the purpose really of why we're sending these emails. It's not just to get them to upgrade to the premium, okay? Because they may have already. They may go right to opt into the free plan, and then they see the annual plan, and then they go for it and sign up. They're still going to be receiving these emails. But the point of these emails is to actually onboard them, okay? So they're getting a free account. Whether they do anything with the rest of this funnel or not, we want to explain to them the value of their free account. Also, what we want to do in that email is we want to explain to them the difference between the free account and the premium account, and then tell them if you do not have the premium account yet, click here to upgrade to this special offer. Okay. If they do have it, great. They're going to be even more convinced that they made a good decision to purchase the premium plan over the free plan because you're explaining to them, one, how to use their new tool that they just purchased or signed up for if they're using free plan. But also you're helping them decide, do they need the free plan? Do they need to upgrade to the premium plan? Okay. And that's what we're doing in these emails. Okay. This is going to help them be more successful with the tool that you're offering them, but also it's going to inform them about the differences, about, the plan to see if that is a good solution for them. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Just create these. Now, of course, just like anything, if you actually put your payment method in to a system, you need to at least get a receipt. Now, we have the ability, you can actually turn this on. If you go to payments and go to settings, you can actually turn this on where it will send a receipt. Okay. Now, in our system, the way that we have this set up is all of our products are built basically on tags. Okay. So if you guys are new to high level and you haven't really gotten the flow yet, in my experience, all of my automations, everything works together best with tags. So in our workflow system, and let me go back here, the way that we create the accounts, and I can show you if I go into, let's say, Elm Link. Okay, so we have 3 plans of Elm Link, and you'll see they fill out the form here, and then of course we're tagging. All right, so the tag is what actually creates the account. Okay, so we have a different workflow that when a contact is tagged with this tag, that's what triggers the automations. So it goes to CloudKey, and then CloudKey sends the email to the contact, and it has their login credentials. Okay. So for us in our program, all we need to do to actually create the account is just put the correct tag there. Okay. So you'll see here, that's why it says Elm Link free. Okay. Now, if this was the Elm Link Premium, if I go to Elm Link Pro, you'll see here that adding the tag, it's Elm Link Pro. Okay, so that's all we need to do to create the account. But if you guys are not using our system, you may have something else that you need to do to create the account. Okay, so if there is, what you want to do is build these 3 automations. Okay. Now, we have the 3 automations because you can see here, we have our free thing, we have the annual plan, and we have the monthly plan. Now, this other page here is the thank you plan. Obviously, we don't need an automation for the thank you plan. But here, the very first step is the form. Okay, so remember from the training yesterday, we created a form. They're going to go to the opt-in page here, and they're going to fill out that form, and then we're going to start sending the emails. Okay, now, we have our trigger now for this workflow, which is this form. Okay. And it's not just any form. You want to make sure to select the correct form. Okay. And then here we're going to tag. Now, this in our system, this tag would automatically create the account. Okay. It would trigger the automation that would then send them the login credentials. So this is really all we would have to do. We don't have to send another email. But remember, this is the opt-in page, and we do want to send emails. Even if you don't have a system that's set up with the tags like we do, you still want to tag, and you'll understand later on why, but you want to have a way to tell which way people came into your system, okay, or which options they have selected. If you have multiple lead magnets, you probably want to tag for each lead magnet, because then you can know, has this person like taken advantage of everything I've offered or nothing, right? You can tell their interest by all of the things they're opting in for. So tags are by far probably the most useful way of keeping things organized and managing all of your automations, okay? I could technically, just like in our other workflows, I could technically start this workflow with a tag, and that is how all of our other products or workflows are triggered, okay? But in this case, they're going to fill out the form, we're going to send them a tag, and I'm going to pretend that we don't have a system like that on the back end. So whatever free thing you're offering them here, what you want to do is you can either put the download on the thank you page, which I don't encourage you to do. I encourage you on the thank you page to say, check your email. Because remember, part of this that we're trying to accomplish is to keep a healthy email address. Okay, we want to keep our email reputation clean and healthy. And one way to do that is to invite them to go to their email inbox, open the email inbox or the email that we sent, and then to get them to click. Okay, that's really what is going to build your email reputation. So if you just say, here's, if they go to the thank you page and then there's a button to click and download their free ebook, that works. But what we really want to do is get them to open, especially that first email, so that their system knows they're interested in hearing from us. We're more likely to go into the inbox. These are all good email sending practices. Okay. So, what we're going to do in our first email is we are going to tell them where to get their free thing, right? Now, remember, in our situation, as soon as we tag, they've already gotten login credentials here. But if we don't have that system, what we need to do is, however we're giving them the free thing, we need to do that here. You can, if it's a PDF or something like that, you can attach it here, or of course, you can put a hyperlink. So I would want to say, hey, and then probably the first name. So I'm going to say, hey, first name, here is your free plan of L Messenger, or yeah, we'll say L Messenger. And then what I want to do is I want to say, with the free plan, with the free plan, you can, and then I'm going to explain to them what they can do with the free plan. Then I'm going to say, however, with the premium plan, you can, and then I'm going to explain to them the difference between the free plan and the premium plan. Okay. Now, one good example of this is you could send them like articles in the knowledge base for CloudKey and my knowledge base if you want to. I encourage them to create your own knowledge base and send it to them, or even a video showing what you're explaining in this email. Okay. So what we want to do is, for example, if you have L Messenger, you have the ability to access the back office. So in this email, I would say with the free plan, you can create your tags directly in the extension and send broadcast messages. However, with the premium plan, you can click the back office button and then you have these options, right? So basically, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to formulate every single email with um, with the free plan, you can do this. With the premium plan, you can do this. If you have not upgraded to the premium plan, you can do that here. And then I would want to share my link to either the upsell or the downsell page. Now, the benefit of sharing the upsell page is that you have that thank you button that will send them to the downsell page. If you send them to the downsell page, you have that no thank you button that sends them to the thank you page. So may benefit you, but again, this may be something you want to split test because every funnel is different. Some people may want to tell you, just like I was showing in the example yesterday, where they opt in for the free plan, and then of course they can create a trial for the premium monthly plan, and then you can upsell them to the yearly plan. If you wanted to do that, of course, that's all good. Just however you want to, however your system works best. Okay. So I'm just going to say here, if you've not upgraded to the premium plan, you can do that here. And then I'm just going to, of course, sign. And if I wanted to create this system and make it to where it is duplicatable, I would want to use these tags. So I could say, here's the location name. So I would be signing it like My Vision Agency. And then I could even use the location email. I could put that down here. Or I could do user information and I could do custom values, user signature. Okay. So however you want to do that, it's up to you. All right. So now we've sent them, let's do welcome. Let's put some custom values here. So remember, this is the first email. So we're going to say welcome, first name. And then, of course, we need our name and email address that we're going to send from. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save action. And then, of course, what we want to do is click the plus sign, and then we're going to wait another day. Okay. So we're just going to say wait 1 day. And then we're going to send them another email. I'm just going to duplicate this to save time. Copy here. Okay. So now in the second email, what we're going to do is the same thing, right? We're not going to say, here's your free plan of L Messenger because maybe they've upgraded at this point, okay? And we've already sent them an email and said, here's your free plan of L Messenger, okay? So what we're going to do again is say, with the free plan, you can da 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 da. However, with the premium plan, you can da 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 da. If you've not upgraded to the premium plan, you can do that here, and then we're going to sign, okay? So remember, it's not just we're getting them to upgrade, it's that we're trying to onboard them to ensure that they know how to use their new tool. Okay, we want to show them the value, not just of the premium plan, but we want to show them the value of the tool itself so that they are engaged in using it and they understand all the benefits that they can receive using the tool for their business. Okay, so I'm just going to save action now. And of course, what do you think I would do again? I'm going to just copy these steps here, copy, copy all from here, and then I'm just going to paste. Okay, so now you can see if I really wanted to make this a really long onboarding, I could just do all that and then, of course, edit these emails here. Okay. So that's how you want to build that opt-in. Now, if you do have a use case where you need to stop this onboarding series if they make a purchase, all you need to do is click the plus sign here and you can go down to goal event. And then you could do, and this is again why I like to use the tags. You can choose added contact tag and then choose your tag. So if I wanted to say, if they purchase the L Messenger and we tag them L Messenger Pro Premium. Okay, so whether this creates your account or you just tag them to keep track of your automations, when this contact gets tagged this, what do we want to do with this goal event, right? Do we want to end the workflow for them? Do we want to continue anyway? Or do we want to keep them in this workflow until that goal is met? Okay, so again, it's totally up to you. If you want to end the workflow, you could just choose that there. And then when the contact gets to this point in the workflow, that's when it will analyze, do they have this tag? And then if they do, they're going to end the workflow. Okay. So if that is something that you need to do, you could also, of course, use the send to another workflow. You can remove from the workflow, remove from all workflows, or you can add them to another workflow. Okay. But really, if you think about it, you don't need to add them to another workflow unless it is specific to the premium plan. But the goal is, because we don't want to send them like multiple emails every single day, right? L Messenger is going to be the same, and we want to explain to them the benefits of the free and premium. Okay. So really, if they purchase the upsell, they're going to, of course, we're going to start the trigger with the global product is whatever it is. Okay. In this case, it's the premium lifetime plan. If they purchase that, I'm going to tag them with L Messenger Pro lifetime. Okay. Now the lifetime, or I'm sorry, this was it should be the annual. I'm not going to tag them with that. Sorry. Okay, so they are purchasing the annual, not the lifetime. I chose the wrong one here. Annual, premium. Let's just say this is the annual one. I think in this account I don't have one. So let's say this is the annual plan. And of course, we're going to tag them with premium because in our system, again, this is what would send them the login credentials for their premium plan. If they purchase this and we have the receipts turned on, they're automatically going to get a receipt. So now if you think about what's happening, they're getting a email from CloudKey with their login credentials, and they're also receiving a receipt from us. So do we really need to send them another email? I don't think so. Okay, because they're already also getting the onboarding emails that we're sending them to show them the benefits. One, how to get their free plan, but two, to show them now the benefits between the free plan and the premium plan. Okay, so we really don't need to add anything here. Okay, we already have, even if we wanted to send them a, if we didn't want to send them the receipt, we could just toggle this off because it really, and if you have Stripe set up, they may even get a receipt from there too. So you definitely want to make sure you're keeping your customer journey in mind. And of course, test this, test it, test it, test it, test it, test it, because you want to know what your customer is seeing when they're signing up and going through your funnel. Okay. I cannot tell you enough how important it is to test, test, test. Okay. So what we're going to do, just add that tag there, and then we're going to save. Of course, make sure that you publish this, otherwise it won't be live. All right. Now for the downsell, we're really going to do the same thing as the upsell, because all they're doing is purchasing the item. Okay. So they're purchasing the monthly plan. Okay, so we're going to choose order submitted, and we're going to choose the global product is the premium plan. And then, of course, we're going to create the tag there. Now, if this was something that we needed to do manually, all you would need to do is add a step here, and there's several ways of doing this. You could add a task for a user. You could send an internal notification here, and that will send it to a user inside of your account. You could also send a manual, an email to your customer if you really had to. But really, in this case, I mean, as long as there's nothing manual to do, they've just purchased, right? And then now the automations trigger the account to be upgraded, right? Now, what you can do also is remove a tag, okay? Because remember, we tagged them for the free plan. And if they purchase this downsell item, we definitely don't want them to have that free plan tag, because we're also tagging them now with a premium plan. So we can remove the tag for the basic plan here, okay? So we're adding a tag and removing a tag, okay? And we would want to do that with the annual plan as well. So that's really the entire setup. You can see here what we're really doing, just to make it simple, is we're just ensuring that when they purchase this, that we're tagging them. Okay, we're tagging them, they're getting a receipt. When they purchase the downsell, we're tagging them, they're getting a receipt. And then when they purchase or they opt into the entire funnel, that's when we're going to send them all of the onboarding information, and of course, segmenting however we want to. There's some really advanced things that we can do. But this setup right here is the basic setup for a Tripwire funnel. And this will definitely get you started so that you can start with something simple and then branch out as you start running traffic through your system and you see ways that you can optimize the whole process. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.